Hey, NFL Straya Week 6 preview mini bit of a show. G'day, I'm your host, James Clements. You can see me on NBA Straya. Jim does Supercoach, where I'm crushing all the Supercoach rankings at the moment. Doing pretty well. Just saying. Go check it out. On the other side of this here screen, it is a bloke who is already sweating on Jackson Dart up against his beloved Eagles this week. I don't know if you should be sweating that one too much, Gary. It's going to be a fun one. But I'll tell you what. So we've done the Week 5 wrap show this week, and it was a chaos week.
It's been a long 24 hours since we did that show. You would have thought I would have fucking changed my shirt, put some deodorant on.
So, Week 5 had all the chaos, and you look at the Week 6 slate, and you're like, oh, there's a couple of stinkers in there. Now, I thought the exact same thing last week, so it probably means that we'll get a couple of absolute rippers in here at some point. So, that's what we're going to keep on doing, I think, from here on out, is we'll split the picks into like basically a little mini check-in at the end of the week for you, so you can sort of go into your weekend knowing exactly who we think will win all these games and cover, etc. So all of our picks are, of course, brought to you by Dabble, so go check them out. You can use the link in our show description, in our socials. It's all right there. If you go there, you sign up, use the code NFL Straya, which lets them know that Jim and Gaz sent you. But you'll also be able to follow and track all the picks that we make throughout the week. Usually they're just my picks because I've got control of the account, so I sucked in. But I did really well the last few weeks, I'm just saying. So to the point where I think we had, was it 4 different in the end this week, and I got 3 correct. So I think
you dragged one back.
Yeah, so I've pulled back a couple of spots, which is good. So I'm only 4 behind you now overall or something. Because I think it was like, it had already gotten out to 6 or something. So anyway, but we start with an NFC East battle at MetLife Stadium. How exciting is this? I know that you're usually afraid of the Giants, Gaz. I don't know if you should be afraid of the Giants at the moment.
I'm more afraid of MetLife Stadium, Jim. I'm not going to lie.
Who's going to do an ACL this week?
Yeah, I just want to come out of here with the win. I mean, look, having that loss, I'm hoping that this is there's a couple of come to Jesus moments this week, and they just come out and go, all right, running every down didn't work for us, and throwing every down didn't work for us, so let's take advantage of these fucking epic dudes. I mean, Dallas Goedert's been getting into the end zone like it's four times this year already, and he could barely score a touchdown last year. So he's become the short range favorite of Hurts, and Hurts is now has the longest streak in the NFL without an interception. Most number of passes without an interception. Nice. He has not. It's 250 something.
And I don't think you need to stress too much about that against the Giants either, right? Like in terms of takeaways, I'm not too afraid of them. So not bad. So I figured, look, it's a short week for the Eagles, but fingers crossed. I think this should be. But the 7.5. I mean, that's a lot of points, but it is the Giants. So fingers crossed, this defense just absolutely smothers and confuses the shit out of Dart. Like Vic Fangio's been deploying a lot more blitzing, a lot more looks this year, taking advantage of Cooper DeJean and Zach Bourne. And I think let's go with 10 points. I'm going. Nice one. What we might do with these picks as we get, a week or, 2 into splitting up the shows, we might do some over-unders for each of the games as well, just so we get a bit more of an idea about where we think some of these games finish up. But I agree, like the Philly defense versus this Giants offense, it is a recipe just to fuck them up, right? Like the Giants sort of front, defensive front, vaguely worries me when it comes to Saquon, but I think you can throw on the Giants. I think Jalen Hurts will be able to. It'll eventually just crack, and you'll curb stomp them in the end. But anyway, there you go. 11:15 Friday. I love the 11:15 starts too. It's a little bit easier to manage than the 10:15. So
just so for people who are watching, remember that Catfish and Sparrows have been doing the Friday games live now. Yep. So you can go and have a cheesesteak, and you can watch the Eagles game. I'm not spruiking it too hard because I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm pretty busy, Jim, so I don't know if I'll be able to get the fucking day off. But I'm going to definitely try.
Just saying, we might be able to pop down there this Friday. Anyway.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's good. Good times. That's a fun one. Then we kick off The rest of the slate back again over in London, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We have Denver versus the Jets. And usually you'd be like, well, Denver are good. The Jets are almost historically bad. We're all going to go Denver, who are 7.5-point favourites in the UK. Then you have that one little moment of like, but I don't know, fuck shit always happens overseas. All these games are a bit weird. 7.5 is a lot. But then I'm just thinking of the Jets and how much they suck again. And I'm going to go Denver. Like, it's just, I think almost weirdly enough, when you talk about the Giants and the Eagles, right? You think about like Scatterbo up against that Eagles defense. I feel pretty confident in the Eagles' ability to slow down the Giants. The Jets with Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Justin Fields up against Denver's defense, they might make some inroads, but I still think they're going to get fucking just worked like a speed bag.
I agree.
So,
yeah.
The Denver defense against your team did a pretty good job, I thought, of like, at times, bottling you up, but I just really struggle to see the Jets scoring enough to like get, like, isn't there, I think there's a weird correlation as well, like what is it? Justin Fields is like 0-20 something all time if the other team scores more than 21 points.
Correct, yeah.
I think Denver can score more than 21 points on this Jets defense at the moment. Bo Nix was bottled up for what 3 quarters against your team and then really let it rip and was awesome later on. So, yeah, we're both going Denver.
Yep,
It would
100%.
seem. Arizona Indy. This is now a 6.5-point line, and I still feel completely fine about it. I like that changed to full point after Arizona completely shit. Like, they were about to go up by 22 points, and then they lost the fucking game. So, yeah, I think the line should move a bit. It's in Indy. I'm going Indy. I think there is Arizona, if they were a normal team, I would look at this and go bounce back spot. Feel really good about this. But they are Arizona. And I just don't think the rules apply to them, right? Like, it's just...
This is just the bit that annoys me. This is just the sort of fucky game that a Gannon defense will just keep everything close, keep everything in front of them. They call bend, don't break bullshit and just grind it out to like 3 points. And but still, I'm going to stick with my brain, and that is go with Indy.
Nice. I'm going the Colts as well. I think they're just really, really talented. And I think that Arizona team this week, Kyler just does some weird shit. We didn't even mention on the other show that he nearly got knocked out by his own fucking snap.
Yeah.
Like, it got snapped into his head and he had to go get evaluated for concussion. It's basically like when I throw a ball to the squids and I throw it, piff it at him. I'm not throwing it too hard, of course. Just like in the other show, it's like I'm not punching him in the head. I'm not purposefully fucking beaming him with fucking balls. But I will throw them the ball, and because they're because they're young, they just go, oh, and the ball hits them in the head, like, oh, that hurt my head. That's what happened to Kyler Murray in an NFL game. He's like, oh, jeez. It's like, yeah, it's the fucking football. You're wearing a helmet. What is going on?
And he got knocked, put him over. He's so lightweight. And it just blew him over, Jim.
Let's go Colts. -6.5.
Yep.
Then we have Miami hosting the Chargers. That is a fascinating game. A reeling Dolphins up against a Chargers team who can't stop anybody. The Dolphins are 5.5. Oh, it's now 4.5. I feel okay about Miami. +4.5. I think if the Chargers win this, it's a very close one anyway, right? And it's like 3 points, field goal at the end of the game sort of thing. Pull it out of your ass. I think Miami's defense can do enough just to fuck up the Chargers again.
Yeah.
Oh, do not like that.
No, it's just injuries and a full strength of both sides. Fuck, the way we were hoping the up and coming Chargers for this year, you would take Chargers all the time. That's as people look like they're wanting their way out of Miami, but fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, even without Hill, I think I want to give this one to Miami. And you're giving me 4.5 points, so fuck yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it's definitely the game where they don't fire DJ Mikey McD just yet because he won another game. New England go to New Orleans. The Saints are 3.5-point underdogs at home, which surprised me because I only just saw this one then, added it in. It feels a bit low. Like, the Pats only just got by Buffalo, but at the same time, the Pats aren't as good as Buffalo. So,
yeah.
I'm going to take New England here because I think they can go on the road. This is a bit of a trap game, right? You win the big, emotional, awesome division game, then you go on the road to somewhere weird like New Orleans against what is presumably a bit of a shit team, and suddenly you can't move the ball. Suddenly it gets all a bit funky. But I weirdly probably have enough faith in Drake May at the moment, the way he's been playing, that maybe they can just sort of keep moving the ball a bit.
Don't galaxy brain your own emotional game. Fucking New Orleans pulled out a game that they shouldn't have against another substandard team. I think you guys have got this covered.
Hopefully.
I don't think New Orleans is fucking Rattlers. Yeah. Nah, settle down.
I would feel much more comfortable if this was at Foxborough, is what I'm saying. Just weird shit happens when you're on the road sometimes. Because even if they win, the plus 3.5 is that weird one where you go, they pulled it out. It was ugly, but they won at least kind of vibe. I'll have a little bit more faith, though. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Oh, jeez. This is almost an automatic Pittsburgh pick, isn't it? Cleveland coming back from the UK. Pittsburgh off a bye at home. Like, holy shit. There's also like weird stats when it comes to Tomlin as a home favourite. So I don't know, but yeah, I still think Pittsburgh.
I think the thing that makes me concerned is two defensive teams and at 5.5 points.
It's a big one.
So are there enough points being scored in this game? Yeah. But I think Rodgers just does enough.
Yep, I'll agree with that. I'm going Pittsburgh as well. Dallas, Carolina. You've already taken Dallas minus 3.5. I'm going to take Dallas as well. I think this is a bit of a...
seems low. I know they showed in the second half this week, they showed a bit Carolina, and Carolina showed a bit against fucking Falcons, but fuck, Dallas's offense, I mean, 3.5 does seem low.
It does. I mean,
yeah,
they've been able, especially with teams that are like even better than them, they've been able to put up points at will. So I feel like Dallas should be okay, even on the road. So I'm going to go Dallas as well. You think about Pickens, the way he's been able to deal with like all the extra attention with the CD Lamb out. Ferguson has been fucking fantastic. Javonte Williams has been crushing it. Carolina at home are a little bit tougher, as we've sort of seen. But Dallas should be stronger enough across the board to take care of them, I reckon. Seattle at Jacksonville. What a weird game this is. Have these two teams ever played before? Because I don't think they have in my brain. The Jags are 1.5 point favourites after the massive Monday Night Football win against Kansas City. And I'm going to keep going back to the Seattle well. This one might change a little bit because they've got some weird injuries here and there, I think, Seattle. So I might just keep an eye on this one. You've taken Jacksonville, Jazz.
I somewhat like both of these teams. I don't love either of these teams. I like the way that both of them are performing and how they perform against each other. But I really, as you said, the markets that they play are very fucking different. So you don't even have a lot of points of reference. So it really came down to a coin flip, and I went with the home team, to be fair. I think it's a little bit stronger at home. Jacksonville versus Seattle. Yeah, and that's what put it down to me.
We didn't actually mention on Tuesday's shows that Travis Hunter is alive. He did some stuff in that game for the Jags. Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Like 40, 60 yards or something, yeah.
But Seattle, I think that offense is pretty good. Darnold up against Jacksonville. I feel like he's like, I don't know, got a bit of Jacksonville shit to him, so why not? Let's go Seattle. Sure. Rams at Baltimore. This would have been an awesome game until Baltimore completely fucking fell apart. We're both going the Rams. They're 7.5 point favourites in Baltimore. The way that they just got dismantled last week at home by Houston does not give me confidence that they can stop the Rams at all. So
Jared Verse and that defensive line letting loose on Cooper Rush, like, fuck. And then on top of that, like Puka Nakua running just through that defense, that fucking makeshift defense. Just got Rams written all over it.
Yep. Good call. Weird game. Tennessee Raiders, another weird game. This one's in Vegas. The plus 4.5, I think I'm just going to take that for Tennessee.
I really don't know. This is the one that I've left blank. And
I think the Raiders win it. The Titans, it was so unlikely that they won that game though, right? This is a hold your nose.
Can't. Yeah, I know. I left that one deliberately blank. I'm going Vegas. They've got to get right at some point. They can't, like, Geno can't be that shit for an entire season. And well, I don't know.
And the Titans,
Tennessee, the Titans' defense doesn't feel like it's actually stopped anything.
No.
Right? They came back in this game, sure, but that wasn't thanks to them that fucking. That happened. So
recovering
I think
and running in the touchdown for your man Cam Ward was nothing to do with the defense. Like the fumble over the line wasn't the defense either. So
I'm gonna go with Vegas for this one.
Yeah, this one might switch around for me as I sort of get closer and just bottle myself out of Tennessee. Cincinnati at Green Bay, 14.5-point favorites of the Packers off a bye at home. This feels like a smashing. It also feels like they're just bullshit Cincinnati backdoor cover. So, they're down 21 points, touchdown, go for 2 out of nowhere. And you're like, you assholes, what are you doing?
Well, that's what happened. Like, if you look at what was with the Lions game, there was fucking garbage, like 2 garbage time touchdowns. And you're like, all right, like, don't get me wrong, the gap was wild.
Yeah, Detroit still managed to just cover, though, right? Like, in the end. Yeah. Because what was it, 37-24, so 13 points. It was still like around a 9.5-point line, but it was still getting a little bit antsy here.
Particularly, and if you look at I'm not saying Cincinnati's defense is anything like Cleveland's, but I mean, we expected Green Bay to kick the shit out of fucking Cleveland, and that very much did not happen. So the line does concern me here, but I'm going to take a risky thing and stick with the Packers.
As we sort of said, though, last week, the big favourites. We're just going to be careful, but Cincinnati's defense is so fucking bad. San Francisco, Tampa Bay. Can the Mac Jones magic keep it rolling? I don't kind of think so in Tampa Bay. You've gone Tampa Bay as well.
Yeah.
It is a weird one because I guess
you
think about like the Bucks coming all the way back from Seattle anyway, right? So they're traveling just further than the Niners really to get all the way back home, but they are at home. So 2.5 feels fair. I think Tampa Bay is a better team than the Niners. So
yeah, look, it'll be scrappy. I've just got a little bit more faith in the stability of Tampa Bay right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sunday night football, Detroit at Kansas City, and the Chiefs are still favoured by 1.5 points, which blows my mind after what we saw today. I'm taking Detroit. We didn't give out quarter season awards because it's weird to do that when there's not really a quarter mark anymore. We're going to do third of the season awards next week. Mm-hmm. And Detroit are the best team in football at the moment. They look awesome.
Yep, they do.
Sorry, with apologies to Buffalo, who just got robbed by my Pats and your Eagles. Detroit, apart from that weird week.
No, they're definitely the most complete team, yeah.
Anyway, Detroit over KC. Let's go.
Yeah, agreed.
Even though I think the one thing that we didn't hit on earlier in the week was who was the cornerback out for the Lions? And it's a shoulder injury. They're not entirely sure how bad it is. Arnold. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, Terrion Arnold out for a little bit, but I still think they'll be too good for this KC team. The Monday doubleheaders. How good is this? 10:15, 11:15 a.m. Eastern Time starts for us. Atlanta are 3.5-point underdogs against Buffalo at home.
Oh, 3.5.
Weird, right?
Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo.
Bounce back spot.
Atlanta is Penix has shown a little bit in the last couple of weeks, but lost to fucking Carolina.
But this is in Atlanta, off a bye. What do you think? Buffalo looking a bit sketchy. I might take Atlanta.
I'm going to take Buffalo wanting to kick the shit out of someone after, I think Atlanta is in a lot of trouble because Buffalo's going to come out fucking angry.
That's a fascinating matchup, though. I think Buffalo, look at that defense the last couple of weeks. Atlanta's offense has the potential to be really, really good at times. It's not always really good, but it has the potential to be. And when they're at home, I think that's a completely different team. So I like Atlanta. And then the second one is Chicago, Washington, a battle of the top 2 QBs from last year's draft. That's fun. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Washington at home, 4.5-point favorites now. Jeez, that's changed. Sorry. I'm still probably going to stick with Washington.
Jaden Daniels, yeah, for sure. I think so.
At home, I just don't trust the Bears on the road yet. Right? Ben Johnson, week off to plan for this. Still, Washington coming back from the West, having beaten the Chargers. Oh, am I going to galaxy brain myself into Chicago? Maybe. Plus 4.5. Washington pull it out. Washington probably still without Terry. They've got Bill going off. Chicago a week off to get a little bit healthier. Yeah, I might leave that as Washington. When we do the picks shorts on Friday, maybe that'll swing back to Chicago once I know a little bit more about the injuries and who Chicago might have back.
Okay, I'm sticking with Washington.
See, this is my process. There we go. And then after all of this is said and done, at the moment, you're up by 5 picks across the season on me at the moment. So I managed to pull back 2 this week, which is pretty good. So
there you go.
For week 5. So week 6, hopefully a couple more. But that's it. All right. That is kind of episode 130. I reckon we'll just, start, keep up with the naming thing. Episode 132, 133,
yeah.
132B, 133. There you go, of NFL Straya. So make sure you're following us all across the socials. What is it? Facey, Twitter, IG, TikTok, YouTube, all the good stuff.
Get the YouTubes. We're trying to get these YouTubes up because I just want we just thought we don't expect you guys to sit there and listen to us for an hour and a half. So we thought we'd split it into 2 and give you, your little walking the dog, your little jog to work, your little radio show here, and us shit for brain dudes talk shit about some NFL.
Football. So rate, review, star, subscribe, all that good stuff across all of your podcast apps, of course. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, all the stuff there, whatever app you're using on your weird Android phones. Big thanks always to House Hats for the intro and outro song. They rule. Get Around Jim Does Supercoach. We'll have the new show will have gone up on the Wednesday. We do the rap show each week, setting you up for the week ahead with my thoughts, vibes, who's done really well, all that stuff. And then we do the team reveals as well before the Friday morning game. So go check it out. Jim Does Supercoach all across the socials. As I said, top 1% this week, top 2% overall. Feeling pretty good about that. The NBA Straya preseason, just headlong charge has begun. It's chaos already, so dig into NBA Straya. Gaz, what do you want to plug?
We've now that this is going to be released on Thursday morning, you've got 24 hours to put your picks in onto what is it?
Cheesesteaktipping.com.
Which is Sparrows Cheesesteaks, North Fitzroy. Get down there. Jim and I might be there on Friday. Never know. Playing the Eagles-Giants game live. Have a beer. It's work. Your work lunch. Go smash a jar. And
you can ask them for the Wi-Fi password. It'll be,
fine.
You can do meetings in there. We'll just pop up in the background. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. All that sort of stuff.
Or not in a Stephon Diggs way, where you're filming and we'll drop trowel and just give you a bit of the old Patriot.
It's Patriot puppetry of the penis. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
All the good stuff.
Oh, good.
Nice one. There you go. Check it all out. And we will catch you in a bit. You dickheads.
See yous.
Later, hosen.
2 in a row, Jim. I got 2 in a row.
Deal with it.